My name is Karyn, and I had a very active lifestyle. I'm a grandmother, and um, I needed a hip replacement. So when I heard that Lithuania was a good place to go, I jumped at the chance and had a really good experience. I'll just tell you a little bit of background. About 3 years ago, I fell and fractured my back. And after that fracture, I started to have problems walking. My legs would cramp up, and over 2 years, I became less and less active, and I couldn't find a solution. My doctors were, looking at just pain management, and I did come into a clinic and saw an oral surgeon here in Calgary that I had known and is a family friend, and he suggested, I'd been thinking about doing hip surgery, but he said, this will help you. Your body's compensating for some arthritis, which wasn't severe, but it was enough. So I came about this Lithuanian thing a little bit differently maybe than most. It didn't start just with arthritis. It started with a back fracture that compromised my walk and exacerbated the arthritis. So as soon as the doctor suggested this, I trusted him. He said he was going to visit Lithuania first. And he checked out the clinic. He went there to check it out. And as soon as he came back, I said, okay, sign me up. I want to just do this and move along with my life. And the clinic was very, very accommodating. They gave me a date in April. I said, can you do it sooner? And they said, yes, come in a few weeks. And so I did. My husband and I made a little bit of a holiday out of it. Stopped in Amsterdam, and I got to check off some bucket list things I wanted to see there. We were picked up at the airport by the clinic and put up in a nice hotel. And the next morning, I was in surgery. And when I woke up a few hours later, they had me up and moving. And I met a fabulous rehab physiotherapist. Buenos was with me every day, 2 sessions a day, and many other things. I had massage, I had a lymphatic system check, some TENS unit. It was almost exhausting because they kept me so busy, but I did so well. The clinic was lovely, the people were nice. I also had some local people from our church congregation in Lithuania visiting me and driving me around to see the sights. So I felt like the people in Lithuania were just lovely. I had a really good experience, and I was there as soon as the surgery had happened. My husband headed home because there was really nothing he could do. I told him just to go back and get back to work so we could help pay for the surgery, which was very reasonable. And so I stayed for 10 days of rehab. And the first few days I had a nurse just watching over me 24/7. So I just felt very confident in the care I received. I flew home myself through Frankfurt and arrived in Calgary, where I live. And, it's been almost 2 months now, and I'm doing really well. I'm walking 2 kilometers a day. Well, most days. Some days I have to rest up. I feel like it's been a really good experience, and I've had a few people asking me about it, and I've told them that it was a good decision. I was really happy I did it. After the surgery, my therapist there said, it's a good thing you did this now, because that one leg that you're not using properly is weaker, and the longer you would have waited, it would have been harder to rehab. So I think it was a good decision just not to wait in queue here in Alberta, and I'm really happy I did it.